Okay, now we cover the HB pencil and printing paper, and what's the basic terminology for the paper, hot press, cold press, and what is the HB pencil, what is H pen pencil, and what is B pencil. So next step is you practice. Um, highly recommend that you prepare the paper like this. I often give this to the beginners when they learn the value in drawings. So HB pencil number 2, and 4B pencil, and grayscale color pencil, monochromatic color pencil, hatching with the pen, and stippling with the pen. So if you have something like this, that would be great because you can utilize this again and again. In the beginning, it is hard to know that, let's say you have a drawing that you made, what kind of value you're going to be putting on those spaces. Sometimes it gets confusing, but if you have a paper, let's say you have a house perspective drawing that you did, then let's say light is coming from here. What kind of pencil texture you want to create? What kind of value you want to put it in, right? So there are multiple sides that you need to take care of, and then what's going to be the value, and this always help. So let's say you have a value from 0 being nothing, the most brightest part, and then 5. Let's say the light is coming from here, then I can put 5 on the bottom, and the side 4, and another side that is open to the light, so I can put 1, and then top I can 0, something like that. So it really comes to handy when you prepare this. I separate into multiple sections here in case you have a different kind of pencil. Believe me, every HB pencil, it actually gives different tones. I have one, I'm not going to show the country. I have this pencil, and this one is made in another country. So what happened is, this pencil is actually a little bit lighter than this pencil. Which one is actually better? I think this one is much better pencil. It's well made, and I do not get this stuck with the metal kind of feel, and everything comes out more purely than this one. So what's you can do is, if you have other pencils, try and make them into multiple sections and then try. So number 2 pencil, you start with the really dark, right? And then slightly it gets lighter. So you probably want to make it a little lighter than you think, because you can always make it darker, but the going back, erasing things, it's much harder. And so we're going to talk about a little bit of techniques. There are different kinds of line you can create. You have very light line, fast line, slow line. So if you make really fast line, right, slow line feels different because every time you do it, there's some weights goes a little bit differently. Okay, side lines and very pressured line. And here, if you see it, hatching, we're going to use the pencil to hatch this. So really dark. Since we want to show the characteristic of the hatching, we're not going to make it completely dark like this. And same weight, but you can give more space. And then more space. All right, so what happened is, this one, we are trying to do the same weight, but gets dark, right? And this one, you can actually, if you have another section, You can intentionally make the line lighter. Right? It's the same hatching. So between space or the value itself of the pencil. Right? So if you feel like you need to make it a little bit darker, always you can go over it. Good. And there's the technique called also cross-hatching. So it depends on what kind of texture you want to create it. These are all different techniques. So this hatching technique and cross-hatching gives a much more different feel. Speed will give you different feel. Texture line will give you a different feel. With the printing paper, disadvantage is you're not going to have much texture. So you really need to use the pencil in different way to create different texture. So different angles. And also depending on the texture, if you want to create a texture, if you don't have a fancy paper, all you can do is bring some other material on the back, and then you're going to have a different texture. That's what one of the surrealists tried to do in frottage. Bring something on the back to create different texture. You probably did this by using the coin, put it on the back of the paper, and then you scratch it, and then you bring out that texture. Stippling is the easiest technique. You use the dots, right? And then this, you just start giving more dots, right? And then slowly and slowly it gets darker. Since it's taking too much time, I'm just gonna jump. And then last one has really packed texture. I'm just gonna use small space to demonstrate. All right. So if you use pen, this one works really well, right? But since it's a pencil, still it's doable. Monochromatic color pencil, grayscale, if you have it, practice. Even pencil, there's a different techniques you can try. Okay, very speedy, right? Or textured, right? So depending on how you use them, all right? So practice this while doing value scale, but then it will help you at the end applying this to other drawings. I showed you the house before. And practice doing it lightly and dark, or you can just draw, let's say, even you're drawing something. Let's say you're drawing apple, right? Some people just draw it, or you draw it thin line, thick line, thin line, thick line, and then pay a little bit more attention to the lines that you are creating. All right? So this is two different kind of drawing: thin to thick, light to dark, right? Rather than just plain. Okay, so whenever you are practicing the lines, do it again and again and again until you get the hang of what you want to create. Your strength will control those thickness or the strength of those lines. So this one only you can gain it by drawing again and again. You have to be really patient. I draw many things, observe things carefully, and practice multiple times, and be smart and prepare everything before you draw something. Okay, all right, I'll see you on our next video with other drawing basics.